What's up, guys? We're starting a new build today. I'm going to do a Star Wars theme one this time. First off, we're starting off with an old boogie board that I've sliced in half to make it half as thick. And I put foam pieces up and glued them together and pinned them. I'm making them some mountains, and it's going to have a gorge right through here. Alright. The pieces I've got printed for it so far is I got Darth Maul here printed. I got to paint him up. He's gonna be standing there. I got Yoda over here. I'm gonna have I've got half my ship printed, the Millennium Falcon. It's gonna sit right here in the middle. I've got the Monster Rancer from Star Wars. Looks like he's gonna look like he's busting out of a cave, coming out to fight in the mountain. And I've got a Star Wars logo here that's going to be embedded in the concrete, and about half of it's going to be sticking out, and it's going to be painted yellow. The face of it's going to be painted yellow. And then coming through the canyon there is going to be 1 or 2 pod racers I'm going to print, and they're going to be mounted on toothpicks up off the floor, so it looks like they're flying coming through the gorge here, the canyon. I'm at the point now to where I'm fixing to start cementing, so time to get messy. Alright guys, for the cement stuff we're going to put on this thing, we're going to make some mortar basically, which is 1 part Portland cement with about 4 parts sand, but we're going to change the ratio up because I don't want it to weigh 200 pounds. I want to be able to move it around. So, and I still want it to be strong. So the ratio is 1 part Portland cement, 1 part sand, and then about 5 parts of toilet paper that's been mushed up. And you just take a blender like that and start cutting you some toilet paper rolls up. Buy you some of that cheap stuff from the dollar store, and put some water in your blender and put some toilet paper in there and blend it, and then kind of strain the water out of it, and you'll be left with this wet mushy stuff here. And when it dries, it'll be real light. And that mixture there is really strong. It's what I use on all my models, and it'll be a lot lighter than if you just had regular mortar. Alright, if you're like me and you don't have a lot of money to be spending on foam and stuff like that, and trust me, big flat sheets of foam is expensive to buy. The foam I use is, I just save all my white foam that comes in packages like from Amazon or Walmart when you buy something. Save all of that. I made my own wire cutter, so I cut my foam up as flat as I can get it. And you can see I've had to use a lot of sticks to hold everything together, and some glue. And like right here, this was just a big piece, and you see the way I had to cut it to get it to shape, it left big holes. So if you have big holes, what you can do is just take newspaper, crumble it up, cram it in a hole, and that will take up most of the space, so you don't have to fill all that in with the concrete mix. As you can see, I've got it several places around there. And I use the surfboards here because it's just what I had. Over the years, we've made several trips to Florida, and almost every time we went, I would buy one of those little boogie boards, and you just strip the cloth off of it, and then I just ran it through my wire slicer down in the shop to cut it in half, so I'd have 2 sheets about a 1/2 inch thick, and that's perfect. Time you coat it with concrete, it's pretty strong. It makes a really good big board. What I'm trying to do here is thin it out. It don't need to be so thick on the floor. Trying to make it as light as possible. It's going to be pretty heavy as it is. Alright guys, here it is all cemented up. Makes a big difference on how it looks once you get the cement on it. canyon built through there. To get this texture on here, after you've got it all patted on and stuck good, you come back with a wet paintbrush and go over it back and forth and do striations this way to kind of give it lines, and to it'll rough that cement and toilet paper up and make it look like a real mountain. I went all the way around it too and got the back side. Okay guys, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. The diorama, the Star Wars diorama is, I think it's 3.5 foot wide by 2 foot deep by 1 foot wide, tall. I still got to glue the hand onto the Darth Maul. I got Rancer already cemented into the mountain where he's coming out of his cave. I'll have to paint him up while he's in there. I'm gonna have the Millennium Falcon sitting here, Yoda here with his sword. I got the Star Wars logo embedded into the mountain there. It's gonna be painted in yellow gold. I got the X-Wing on top there. I'm gonna have 2 pod racers probably flying through the gorge there, through the canyon. Right now though, I just got a couple of toy planes sitting in there so I can get the idea of the size I need. I'm printing one of the pod racers right now over there. This is probably going to take a month before I get through with it though guys, because it's going to take, this is already getting hard, but you have to really let this stuff set up with all that toilet paper in there. So it'd probably be a couple of weeks before I can work on it. But I think it's going to turn out sweet, guys. This would make a great coffee table. It's about the right size. You could put legs on it and make a coffee table out of it. Ain't no telling what this thing will bring when I get through with it, money-wise. This would be great for somebody's man cave. Alright guys, I'm going to end this video here, and I will check back with you in a few weeks when I've got some more done to it.